Mumbai Indian fans have all their armies. Welcome to Byju's Cricket Live. We're so excited because it means double headers are back in the Tata IPL. I'm really excited because Ravi Shastri is back in our studios. What a matchup we have, the first match of today, because it's a historic rivalry between the cities, Delhi, Mumbai, over time, whether it was in the Ranji Trophy, whether it was amongst all of us in terms of fans, whether it is in the IPL, and it sometimes now translates into players, because here you have the hitman, Rohit Sharma, walks out there with the aura, the confidence of being the most successful, and then Rishabh Pant. He knows everyone's eyes on him. You know, he's not a youngster anymore. People expect results now. How will that matchup go?
He's no longer a youngster. Be rest assured about that. He has a lot of history, that ground. You know, the first ever test match was played there. I mean, but after the Bombay gym, all cricket was played at the CCI. And, you know, it's got a charm of its own.
Absolutely.
You know, there's tradition there. It's got something. You know, anyone who plays is fully aware of that. And sometimes it's like a billiard table. You know, you tap it, get it into the gap, away she goes.
And it's brilliant. I mean, no matter history there, the fact that you'll be able to see the fans coming out there supporting their teams. You know, it's shades of blue that are going to be in action today. But listen, the season is kind of just started. We're into our first weekend. Let me explain it to you, because believe me personally, when I saw the two groups, I also had to sit down and is that we have some vintage members making their comeback. The fact that Ravi Shastri has rejoined us in the studios, and Matthew Hayden, Sunil Gavaskar and Aroli all at the CCI. Sunny, great to see you. How good is it for you to see Ravi Shastri back in the commentary box in the studios?
It's tremendous to see you also back after a couple of years. Ravi, of course, has been away for about 4 or 5 years. So good to have... It's just behind me.
It's there.
It just needs one thing, Sonny.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this pitch, I went and saw the pitch. It's a typical Brabant Stadium pitch. It's a pitch where there is a lot of grass, and therefore there will be something in it for the guys, you know, bending their backs and getting the ball to, you know, thump into the wicket-keeper's gloves. So, but fantastic to have you both back in, and you know, I think we're going to have a great Tata IPL 2022, because with new captains, 2 new teams added, the excitement level is just too high.
My partner's back
Sonny,
in the house.
Yeah,
As is the big fella.
Sonny, don't be bullied by that big fella there, right? He's already trying to flex his muscles. Don't you ever be bullied by that fella.
Mate, we're the best of friends, right?
We're the best
Don't
of
worry
friends.
about that.
We're the best of
But
friends.
Sonny, coming back to you, this ground will bring you back a lot of memories, nostalgia, because your first probably Ranji Trophy game, early doors, first 4, 5, 6 years, would have been for Bombay when you won everything under Ajit Wadekar at this ground.
That is correct. And my first game for Mumbai was over here. I got out for a duck in the against you know, Mayanti's team, Karnataka.
Ground with Sunny, he reminds us that those are the stairs I used to run up and down and do my workouts. I mean, those ones, right? Right behind you, Sunny?
Yes, yes, exactly. I think that you know, thing has been demolished now.
Demolished.
If you see.
To see, you know, vintage MSD. He rolled back the years. I mean, 40 is the new 25. What was the atmosphere like?
Yes, spot on, Mayanti. Well, these guys are reminiscing. You are absolutely right. MS Dhoni turned.
So all the fans will be wondering, you know, Virat Kohli in a completely different zone after 9 years. He's not going to walk out there with the captain's armband solely as a batsman, and that's where he flourishes. We also welcome Akash Chopra to the studios. Ravi, you spent so much time with Virat when he was a leader at the helm of affairs. You've seen, you know, this test team ascend to #1. You've seen all the pressures of that.
I think now, with him not being captain, this is an opportunity for him to really explore his own game. You know, sit down, think, what can he do different? Because there are enough analysts. Start off, attack spin. Use your feet, attack spin, and sweep the hell out of that white leather, you know, if you get the chance. Try that, even if you get out. No fear. You don't have to prove anyone anything. But get out and go with that mindset. You're not captaining the side anymore. You're the batsman. Go and dictate terms to the opposition.
I mean, it's a responsibility, Akash.
The India captain, phenomenal performer with the Indian team, phenomenally well for the RCB as well. So now that it's started affecting a little bit, the burden of captaincy gone away, just go expecting that. I really want him to have a template, because last 6 months we are struggling to figure out, okay, which Virat Kohli is going to come out to bat. Is he going to come out all guns blazing, or is he going to bide time like he did in that second test match in South Africa? You really don't know. That's what I want to be just set aside.
Speaking to so many of the cricketers over the years, they always say when you're in that zone, you just want to go back to enjoying your cricket, and hopefully we can see that in the evening from Virat Kohli. But the man who's taken over the mantle in terms of leadership, the hitman, he is up first. Well, we've got a double header for you today. All your heroes in action on the cricket field, all your heroes in action here in our studios on Byju's Cricket Live. Ravi Shastri, Irfan Pathan, and gentlemen, the smiles look a little strained. What's going on here? Something is amiss.
It's this rivalry, this
rivalry?
Delhi, which goes beyond cricketing field, which is happening today. So, yeah.
It's in. It's
It's in your
inside.
heart, Ravi.
It's inside. Andar phasa hua hai. It won't go.
I can see it
Then
in
you
your
know
eyes,
where I'm
Ravi.
going to go. I will
can
go
see it in your
RCB for sure. 100%.
Oh, it's okay. The battle lines have been drawn in our studio. The battle lines have been drawn on the cricket field. Your heroes in action today. And in the first game, it doesn't matter which shade of blue you pick, because all of us are going to be watching one player who's not just the king of Mumbai, he's the king of Indian cricket now. The hitman, Rohit Sharma, our Swiggy Instamart player to watch out for. Play as much of a factor, but you have to keep in mind the win when you're looking at the boundaries you need to target.
The boundaries, it's shorter boundaries and a very, very quick outfield, CCR. You get full value for your shots there. At times it's literally impossible to chase because of the bounce of the track. If you middle it, it'll go high and many a mile. So expect some runs there, and especially in an afternoon game. I don't think there'll be as much seam movement as you would have had if this was a night game. So I think whichever team wins the toss will want to bat first.
Well, the fan pulse question does favour Rishabh Pant for the maximums, but which team do you think the conditions would favour?
I think Mumbai has a stronger team because they know the.
How exciting will this Jodi be? Just as exciting as the Jodi in the studio with Ravi and Irfan. But responsibilities, of course, with Rohit Sharma, with, Surya Kumar Yadav, Datta, but Ishan Kishan just kind of in form. He's really enjoying.
And the thing with him as an opening batsman, he's brilliant against spin. He can demoralize spin. Literally demolish it, demoralize the bowler, because he can punch off the back foot, go down the ground, and he's got a wide range of shots. So he'll be the one to watch with Rohit early on.
It always comes down to that template. As a batsman, you want to exploit that power play as much as possible. You've got an experienced player in Rohit Sharma. You've got someone young and exciting. It's a good mix.
Absolutely, because when...
So exciting to see that. And you asked our fans pulse question, who do you think will be hitting the most sixes out of the park here at the CCI? Yes, they're going to be landing on Marine Drive. And look at that. It is right now, it was Rishabh Pant, it was Rohit Sharma, it was Pollard. They are the men that are leading for you right now. So much focus on Rohit Sharma, without a doubt. He's got all these trophies behind him, experience behind him. He's the I like the blue that Akash is wearing. It's a neutral blue. He's also supporting the women in blue, not just the two teams that are playing, because they were in action today, and I know you're feeling it, okay? All of us are feeling it, because they had a campaign that had her hopes. It literally went down to the wire. But Ravi and Irfan, we've now got to talk about something which everyone on social
is the best views. What they see on their monitors is probably the best you can see. So, as an Indian fan, I would say it's a no ball. It's not a no ball, sorry. But if you're a South African fan, you'll say that you'll find.
Doesn't it? And it hurts to see Julian Goswami also pointing, because for her, for Mithali Raj, they've been veterans, absolute icons of the women's game. And, this was the goodbye. But you can be proud of this campaign. It's really brought up new stars for us as well. So there's a lot to look forward to for the 2017 finalists. But since we've got an all-rounder here who certainly wants to exploit some power plays, that is what Delhi Capitals will want to do against that opening Jodi of the Mumbai Indians. His third consecutive 50 as an opener for Mumbai Indians. If you're missing a certain South African left-hander wearing that blue jersey, well, fear not. Ishan Kishan is here, and you predicted it. He's one of the players to watch, and he's taken to the total that you predicted, Ravi.
Absolutely, because once you saw the pitch, this looked a good pitch. Daytime game. Through the offside, he has the pickups on the onside. And, once he reached his 50, he just upped the ante. And towards the end, and to bat through till the end of the innings for an opening batsman in T20 cricket is never easy. When he does that, invariably you will reach that 9 runs per over target, close to that. So 177, 178 to get cracking match on our hands.
You understand the auction from Mumbai because they want to see that maturity and responsibility from Ishan Kishan. Here's what the fans want to see, the fans' pulse question. We're talking about the maximums. Do you think that Rishabh Pant at the moment will go past and hit more maximums? So far, over 50% of you feel that yes, Rishabh Pant is going to join the party in the second innings. But look, Rohit Sharma, a couple of new faces we spoke about in the squad, but the responsibilities for the hitman remain the same. What did you make of his innings? Would you like to see him carry on further or job done for you?
Everyone would have loved to see him carry on further because he looked in great touch.
Fans,
not DC fans for sure.
Excitement of the double header, you've got DC versus MI. Don't forget the fact that we have Punjab Kings taking on RCB later on in the evening. The fans have already they know that they want to see Kings Kohli step out onto the field. Look, it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll, of course, be building up coverage to that as well. Let's talk about the chase here. A lot of you have expectations from Rishabh Pant. A few things different for them, but hang on a second. We haven't spoken about the biggest ace for Mumbai Indians, and that is Jasprit Bumrah.
Bumrah versus Prithvi Shaw. At the top will be engaging, because Bumrah will come in, Prithvi Shaw will play his shots.